5 years ago, to this day, I uploaded part 1 of a Sonic 2 Let's Play, when this channel is going to be much more of a gaming channel. 5 years later, in 2018, that's not the direction I'm taking the channel in, but I felt like playing the game to commemorate the random 5-year anniversary. However, the recording curse struck, and this is one of the sloppiest runs of Sonic 2 I've ever done, but more on that later. This is just going to be a fairly casual run. I've pre-recorded the footage, recorded the commentary, that's the word, in post, but it's basically going to be very freeform. A lot of it's just going to be explaining how I've messed up. And right now I'm trying to go to the checkpoint to just show off one special stage, but I'm wandering short. And no, I'm not going for the Chaos Emeralds, because I, quite frankly, don't like the Sonic 2 special stages. I think they're bad, especially in the Mega Drive version, which is what I'm playing. Yes, I know the Christian Whitehead version's a lot better, but I have no way of recording it. Anyways, yes, the special stages are very dated, very low resolution, pre-rendered CG, and the controls are very loose, and the quote-unquote draw distance is not great. But hey, I guess it was impressive looking, I guess, in 1992. But the 3D effect in these Blue Sphere stages in Sonic 3 does look a lot better. Yeah. I mean, this is just the special stage. I'm showing off one just so I can show it off. But I don't like the special stages. Super Sonic and Vanilla Sonic 2 is too buggy for its own good, and I prefer the regular ending anyway. So that's my reasoning. And incidentally, this is how I recorded the game way back in 2013. Back then I used a recording device to capture it from the PS2. This time I'm just using Kega Fusion's record feature because it will provide a higher quality video. So yeah. Either way, as I said, this is a casual run, and towards the end I had a lot of bad luck when the recording curse struck. Namely in Death Egg Zone, but we'll get to that when we get to it. And yeah, that's the Chaos Emerald. I always find it weird how the shadow of the Chaos Emerald goes behind Sonic's shadow. I don't get it. Either way, this is Sonic 2. Back when I played it for the channel, I declared it as my favourite game of all time. Nowadays, not so much. It's basically a tie between Sonic 3 and Sonic Mania. I still like Sonic 2 a lot, although aspects of it do annoy me greatly, as we'll see as we get further into the game. But to start with, zones like Emerald Hill and Chemical Plant are very fun and well designed, for the most part. I mean, we'll see a little example of annoyance in this act in particular, actually. But for now, speed shoes. I'm not going to go over the specific gameplay or history of Sonic 2, everyone knows this by now. Oh yes, it's this enemy. He's still managed to get me even though I jumped over him. Yeah, coconuts are very annoying, I've always disliked them, and yeah, the hitboxes can be annoying. Although I will take full responsibility for getting hit by that buzzer. But hey, it's boss time, with a very easy boss that I never found hard. Thankfully I didn't embarrass myself here. I just embarrassed myself further down. This is actually the third time I'm recording this game for the internet, and hopefully the last. Just because I don't think I'll need to record it for the internet anymore. And if I do, if I am, I'll record the game again, because again, this run was very, very sloppy. But hey, that was Emerald Hill. Now we're in Chemical Plant, and looking at the background in particular, it looks so much more barren than it does in Mania. Hey, we can always talk about Mania another day if I ever decide to do any videos about it. But as I said, not like this is going to be exclusively about gaming. I mean, I also have uploaded videos of university projects, which I will be updating as I continue making more projects, including a team project I'm currently working on, which I'm very excited to see come to life. But as it stands right now, there's not a lot to it. I thought I could be clever and jump over it, but I jumped too early. Yeah. So, yeah. And actually, coming up in a second, you might be able to hear a tiny bit of weird audio at the start of this act. That's because I died here. I basically got cocky and thought I could do a section quicker than I did, and got crushed. So yeah, that was embarrassing for myself when I played it. But either way, nickel plant. As long as I like this zone, but as long as it doesn't come back in too many future Sonic games, I'll be happy. I think the way we had it in Generations and Mania is enough. We don't need it in anything else. And the way we had it in Forces was... ugh. Oh yes, and this is the Mega Drive version of Sonic 2 as stated, with all of its trappings, such as weird collision or bugs, and various other things. It would be nice if there was a Sonic 3 Complete style hack for Sonic 2 that fixed bugs and added features, but alas, there is no such version. Well, there is the Christian Whitehead version on mobile, but I can't play it on PC. And yes, I know there's a secret to the left, but I wanted to prove a point or something, and take the route with the infamous pit staircase thing, which used to terrify me when I was younger, but now I can complete it with relatively few issues. I say that as I fall down to the bottom, but hey, I wasn't crushed. However, this was where I died on a cutout, part. Well, cutout part. Basically, I edited out my death, and for some reason the game is slowing down to an extreme amount. I don't know whether this is the game or the emulator, but whatever. Yes, either way, that section can be pretty hard, but if you master the controls, it's not too bad. More annoying is if you fall back down there and had to try and climb back out. And yes, I, like many others, just roll there and let the thing catch me. And we have another boss. Simple to defeat. Harder in the mobile version if you're playing on widescreen, very slightly, because you have a bit more screen area to worry about in terms of judging your distance. And I do, but also do not apologise for weirdness, stuttering, or gaps in dialogue, well, quote-unquote dialogue or commentary, because this is an extremely casual LP, not a proper thing. It's basically just a way to generate content easily. Either way, we have Aquatic Ruin, and I'm going to be doing my usual thing of let's try not to go in the water at all, which I succeed at in Act 1. Not quite so in Act 2. But Act 1 is easier to stay above the water than Act 2, so whatever. I'd also apologise if I cut out a lot of bits from the microphone, because I keep breathing down the mic and I think that's going to cause problems. But yes, I remember when I was younger, this music track for Aquatic Ruin always used to be so nice, because I used to die so much in Chemical Plant. But yeah, that was Act 1. It's the water level, in case you couldn't tell, but it's also very easy to stay above the water in this water level. This is why a lot of people like this as a water level so much. Me personally, I prefer Hydro City, but then again, I prefer Sonic 3 to Sonic 2 in general. Again, I think Sonic 2 starts out strong, but design issues do crop up in the latter half of the game. Well, they even start in the beginning parts of the game. So it's that grounder which those grounders appear in various bad points of the stage. So, yeah. I was contemplating going down that route, but I decided not to and go up the top, as I can't bother to deal with the water. And I thought there would be a hidden goodie to the left, but no. There is stuff hidden to the right, but I didn't aim my spring properly, so whatever. You know, I can generally breeze through Sonic 2 without issues, so... But that's only if I'm not recording. Anyway, here's another easy boss, although I managed to get hit by it somehow. I can never figure out the timing for the hitbox on Eggman's hammer here. Like, that does not look like it should have hurt me. The hammer had already struck the totem pole before I landed. But, oh well. That's... Also, it took a while for the score tally to come up. I think it was because I didn't scroll the screen into the screen lock. I'm not sure, really. Anyways, Casino Night. And I think I was looking at my phone, which is why I didn't race off right as the level started. And I think I did that a few times. And here's me trying to get back to this area so I can head up. Well, I'm trying to head up to the upper path essentially, but that doesn't happen. So I just sort of give up and go this way. You know, if I waited a second, I could have stayed on the upper path, but apparently not. Ah yes. Here's another time where I spend way too long on an easy section because I fall off. See, if I hadn't fallen, I'd already be getting on with the rest of the level, but now I spend an extra long amount of time faffing around because I fell off the first time. This is pretty much the first sign of this being a sloppy playthrough. Again, I blame the recording curse. I can't even blame Control Method because I was using an actual Mega Drive pad plugged into my computer, or laptop as it were. I don't have a gaming PC. Most of my gaming money goes towards console games. But because of my weak PC, that's partly why I decided, no, I'm gonna stop bothering to make proper gaming channels. And yet here I am recording an LP of Sonic 2. If I was being clever, I would have done an LP on a better game like Sonic 3 or Sonic Mania, but Sonic 3 would take about 2-3 times as long to record, because it's a much longer game. You know, not that I don't love Sonic 3, but I can't be bothered to record it. It takes too long. Oh yes. I know what I'm trying to achieve now. The upper path, which doesn't really do much. Oh yes, and there are slot machines. Most LPs would delve into an explanation of the slot machines. I mean, you can see what they are. Also in Sonic 2, the signpost at the end of stages is often inexplicably quite far into the ground. I'm not sure why. It's just a weird thing about Sonic 2. I guess maybe part of a rush, because of rush development. And again, other signs of rush development are rings inside stage chunks that you can't see, but they would correspond quite well to prototype level layouts. I'm not sure what else to say. I mean, it's Casino Night. Another stage from Sonic 2 that's often reused. I say often reused, it's more often referenced or have stages made similar to it, such as the casino levels in Sonic Lost World, which I found just rather unnecessary, especially considering it was a casino with a Sonic and Tails theme on the Lost Hex. But hey, now's not the time for complaining about Sonic Lost World, especially when we live in a post-Sonic Forces world, where Lost World does seem rather quite good by comparison. Then again, I probably shouldn't be complaining too much about Sonic Forces since I've not even played it properly. I mean, I've played demos. I mean, I played the awful time-limited demo on the Switch when that came out in the Japanese eShop, and I played a convention demo at EGX in 2017 in September. That was a good day. Not because I played Sonic Forces, but I can talk about that in the next part, because this part's about to come to an end after I defeat Eggman, and this is one of the smoother runs of this boss I've actually done, so go me, I suppose. And I even got a life. But yeah, that was part 1. Part 2 will come up in like a week or something, I guess. Depends how quickly I can record these and put them out.